Blessings everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Alright, today, as you can see, this is my small compost bin. Now, as you already know, I don't have a garden, so I literally keep this compost bin, which is a kitchen bin, outside of my bathroom window. But because it is small, the only way I can turn it every so often, check on the worms, is to literally put a tarp down in my bathtub, tip it out, check everything, put it all back in. So here we go. Let's see how it's going. And yes, it's heavy. Right. It looks a hot mess right now. And that much I expected. I've been putting a lot of fruit peels and vegetable peels in it recently, but what I do with them first is I put them in the freezer. So obviously after a while, when you put them in the compost bin, it's going to make things wet. Right, this bottom part of the compost bin for me is just a lot of sticks and small branches that I had some time ago. I put them at the bottom. The compost bin is actually looking really well. Yeah, it's breaking down, guys. It's breaking down. In this compost bin, the only things I put in here is leaves. Late last year, autumn time, when all the leaves were falling, I collected a few bags of leaves and I added them. I used my kitchen scraps, peelings, banana skins, potato peelings, any sort of vegetable peelings from my kitchen, and I just put in there. I also purchased some Red Wriggler worms from eBay. Those worms are great. They eat their body weight in food. There's one. So the worms are doing really well. These guys eat a hell of a lot. So as I said before, every so often I like to empty it out and turn it, because I don't have a garden, so I don't have the space outside to be able to turn it outside. I just like to check how things are going, and it's looking really nice. At this point I can really determine if I need to add some more brown material. Now obviously it's the beginning of summer here in the UK now, so leaves are not available, but what I do is I shred paper, I shred cardboard. Literally all my old bills, Amazon boxes, egg cartons, everything paper wise goes in the shredder, and this is what I use as a brown material to add to my compost bin. So let's just see. I am seeing so many worms. This is lovely to see. I'm seeing a couple baby worms as well. I don't know if you'll be able to see that in the camera, but yeah, it's a lot of little baby worms. And this here, which a lot of people don't know, let's see if I can get this up to you. That, looking like a tiny little ball, that is actually a egg. What should I say, a worm egg. So yeah, compost bin is looking good. The worms are happy, they're breaking everything down. I have used some of this already in my planting. What I do is I just sprinkled some at the bottom of the plant pot. I mixed some up with some of the compost soil, fill the rest of the pot up with compost, and I planted. And that plant is doing very well. As you can see, there's another worm. Yeah, worms are looking very happy. It's not too wet. Yeah, everything is breaking down nicely. And it's amazing. The only thing that you can really tell what is here is some old potato peelings that have started to grow. Everything else that I put in here, banana skins, cucumber, cabbage, everything else has broken down and is being eaten by these red wriggler worms, or tiger worms as some people call it. But yeah. So guys, as I like to say, use what you have. As you can see, this is just a normal kitchen bin. I bought this from Tesco's some time ago. I think I got it for like £8. I used a soldering iron, and as you can see, I put many holes all the way around, and I put some at the bottom as well. And yeah, this is my small compost bin without having a garden. You know, at least I don't have to put food waste in the bin. In the long run, this will help me out with my little bit of growing. You know, on days when I'm feeling bored, I actually enjoy doing this. I really enjoy doing this. It's amazing to see how things break down in such a small period of time. There's a little baby worm there. Yeah guys, so don't forget, it doesn't have to be big. You can even compost in a plant pot if you wanted. You just need some greens, which could be grass clippings, food waste, green leaves, and you just want some browns, which could be dried leaves or dried grass, or as I said before, what I do, shredded paper, shredded cardboard. I had a pizza takeaway last night. I even shredded the pizza box. So this is my brown material. I just put a layer of browns, a layer of green, a layer of brown, a layer of green. Keep an eye on your compost. You know, you don't want it too wet, but at the same time you don't want it too dry, because you know, little bacteria, the worms, they don't like dryness. So you know, you need to keep it moist. But yeah, I can't complain at all. This is looking lovely. And as the worms do their job, you know, they leave behind worm castings, which is brilliant for soil. If you don't know what worm castings is actually worm poo, which looks like a nice dark compost soil. And it's hard for you to see here, but I actually have a ton of baby worms in this little handful here. Look at that, how tiny it is. I love to see this, and I've seen so many worm eggs, which is absolutely brilliant. It means the worms are happy, I'm happy. You know, this will save me a little bit of money. I'm helping the environment by not contributing to the gas that food produces when it's, you know, in landfills. Reusing the food scraps to do good for the garden. The worms love it. You can't go wrong. So guys, don't let the fact that you don't have a garden prevent you from trying something out. Use what you have. As I said before, this is just a bin that I bought. I used a soldering iron and I put lots of holes in it. And there you go. This is my compost that I've made. Started it, I believe it was late last year, around October, September time, just before the beginning of autumn. I've already given a bucket already to a friend because my compost bin was full. You know, I needed a little bit more space. So, yeah. Worms galore, worms galore. This is lovely. Anyway, guys, until the next time, stay blessed, and I'll see you in the next one.